Hello friends, today I am trying to recreate childhood favorite Britannia fruit cake loaded with cherries, pineapple and papaya pieces. These surely will bring in childhood memories of you having them. This tea cake is ultra moist and buttery with a rich pineapple flavor. So let's see what all are the ingredients needed. Here I will preheat the oven using the top and bottom rod to 180 degrees for around 10 minutes while I had prepared all the ingredients ready. So here I am taking 1.5 cups of plain flour or all-purpose flour. I am using this 200 ml measuring cup. So I have taken 1.5 cup of this, which is around 300 ml. Then I am using 2 tablespoons of custard powder. You may use normal corn flour instead. Then I have unsalted butter. It must be at room temperature but not too soft, but medium soft. Then I am using 3 large eggs. You may use 4 to 5 small eggs if you want to. Then I have 50 ml milk, full fat milk. I am using fine sugar or caster sugar, 1 cup. Then here you can see I have store-bought some tutti frutti and pineapple bits. Then this is homemade tutti frutti with papaya, and I am using Karonda cherries which I have finely chopped. So total it's up to 1 cup. If you use this cup, it's around 1 cup of fruits. Then I have 1.5 teaspoon baking powder, quarter teaspoon salt, and I am using pineapple essence instead of vanilla. Here I am using 2 8-inch pans which I will grease. I am not going to grease, I will line with parchment paper. You might grease and dust with flour if you don't have parchment paper. So this is the way I am using it. I am lining it. I will cut the paper from behind. I will draw the line. I can easily guide and slide in the baking paper inside the baking pan. So this is how I do it. So cut the corners so that the parchment paper will easily fit into the baking paper. So here I am not using any oil or butter to grease the pan, just the baking paper or the parchment paper will do. So now in a large mixing bowl, add in the unsalted butter, and I am adding the caster sugar or the fine sugar. If you are using normal sugar, kindly powder it and add it. And using a hand whisk, I am using a normal whisk. I just wanted to show you how easy it is to mix your cake batter with a whisk. Just mix in until the sugar melts fully. It's not necessary that the sugar should melt fully, but once you start adding the eggs, it will melt automatically. So add in the eggs one at a time. I am using 3 large eggs here. So after each addition of egg, you have to beat it very well so that it gets fully incorporated. Then it goes in the second one, and again using the hand whisk you are beating in. So if you have an electric beater, just go for it. I just wanted to show you how easy it is to mix it with a hand whisk. Now after I added the third egg, you can see that the mixture looks a bit curdled, but it's just fine. You further go on beating, it will come up together, no problem. Even if it remains curdled, it is fine. Okay, now I am beating it to incorporate the eggs well into the butter and sugar mixture. Now I am removing 1 tablespoon each of this cherries, papaya and the tutti frutti and the pineapple. I will dust in around 1 tablespoon of flour, 1 to 2 tablespoons of flour into the fruits. I am beating the egg, butter, sugar mixture again until it's light, fluffy. Here I am adding around half teaspoon of pineapple essence. So you might add the essence according to your need. You might need around half or 1 teaspoon. Now I am sifting in the dry ingredients, which is 1.5 cup of plain flour, 2 tablespoons of custard powder, 1.5 teaspoon of baking powder and quarter teaspoon of salt. I am sifting it. So first I will mix in using a spoon in the sifter itself, and I will be adding in the dry ingredients in 2 additions. So I have sifted in. Now I'll add in the milk, 50 ml of full cream milk, and fold it slowly using the whisk. Okay, you're not going to apply any more pressure into the batter. Once it's incorporated, you will sift in the remaining dry ingredients and fold in lines like this. You must not apply too much pressure. Okay, so once you don't see any dry flour in the bowl, this is the stage you are going to add in the fruits coated with flour, and you will remove the hand whisk and use a spatula. A spatula is more easier. You can use a spatula to scrape the sides and fold in the fruits into the batter. You can see how loose the batter is. If it is too thick, you might add 1 or 2 tablespoons of milk. Now I got around 900 grams of batter. I am dividing into the 2 loaves. You can bake in one pan or loaves like this. Britannia style cakes are loaf shape, so I am making in a loaf pan. So here I have divided into 450 grams. It might be around 460 grams each. I will top it off with the fruits. One pan was in excess, so I am putting back into the other pan. Okay, so here I will top off with some of the reserved fruits which I had kept earlier. So in the meantime, my oven is preheated for 10 minutes. I'll be showing the baking time for various pans. You can see the baking time. So I have kept the pans to bake, and it took me around 30 to 35 minutes in the 8-inch pan. You may refer to the timing for your various other pan size. Now once the cake is done, take it out, and using a toothpick or a skewer you can insert and see if it comes out clean, it's done. Or you may bake further for 5 minutes. So I am taking out from the pan. You might rest in the pan for 10 minutes, but I was in a hurry as usual, and I'm taking out the hot cake from the pan. We are having tea, so I am slicing the hot cake. It must be cooled before you can slice, so that you get perfect cuts. I sliced the cake while it was still warm, so it looks a bit messy. Otherwise it's just perfect with the right amount of sweetness. This is a perfect tea cake which you will surely fall in love if you try it once. Do let me know your feedbacks and comments. I am sure you are going to love this cake. Take care and happy baking.